Chris, I know you told me stop believing what I see on the internet.
Yeah.
So, and you guys have too. But I saw a trailer.
Oh.
I saw a trailer for it's called Venom: The Last Dance. Is this true or false?
Okay, that's actually true.
No shit.
Well,
Is it really?
Not the trailer, but that's the title.
That is
Oh, so you don't think the trailer's out yet?
No.
No, it's
So
not.
you're familiar with that, right? Venom, the Marvel. I thought the trailer was cool because there was a white Venom.
Yeah.
Who's he?
That's anti-venom.
Anti-venom.
Anti or anti?
Same thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Anti.
I actually got learned on this the other day by my wife because I told her that Taylor Swift was saying anti-wrong in her anti-hero song. And apparently it can be said both ways.
Really? So it's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Anti.
Yeah.
How about like aunt and aunt? Auntie. Those are all
I think that's
right.
more like
Well, aunt
I think
is
that's
that
a-
AU sound, but
Yeah.
aunt is ANT.
How about
Yeah.
tia? That's what I'm talking about.
That's
right?
accent. No, I mean,
yeah, that's just
and no,
accent,
It's
I
all
think.
it's all where you're from and how you say it.
It's not where you're from. It's where you're at.
True, but soda, pop, anti.
Yeah. I mean, I try to get away from that pop, but my sister uses that all the time, and sometimes I have to correct her.
I don't do
Yeah,
it.
it's not
I just
like I
call,
even
I just
know.
call
I
it
don't
by
know
what
that
it
I've
is.
ever heard
Coke,
anti though.
Sprite.
Auntie?
No, like for
In the South.
anti.
Oh, okay.
I'd never heard anti until
I've only ever heard
Taylor
in, like,
Swift was
one-
anti-hero.
Yeah, I was
I'm
going to say
like,
that's the
what
only
fuck is
time.
she talking
That's
about?
the only time. Mm-hmm.
She's making up words.
And you said Tay Tay did this?
Yeah.
Well, there's antidepressants, not antidepressants.
Yeah, that's true. That true that.
Anti-inflammatory. Like it, not anti. Whatever. The internet told me I was wrong.
Auntie Anne. Auntie Anne. See,
Facts. Mom, is that you? Or how you say it? Mom,
Mom, is that you?
is that
Well, that's
you?
Back to the Future. That's totally
Oh, that's
different.
right. Totally different. Which I've seen. There's a fourth one.
Oh my God! No, there's not.
Yes, 'cause Spider-Man's in it.
No, it's not. That's what they're
Ah!
under. That's
They're using-
way to come back to the whole. You keep looking at. You're so my dad.
I'm so stuck in the Marvel.
Our dad is the
verses.
worst when it comes to trailers because every time he goes, "Hey, did you see that?" in my watch, I go and I break it down from look. This was taken from this movie, and this was taken from that movie, and these
you
are.
that
Oh yeah,
easy?
when they clip everything.
Yeah,
together.
when they clip everything, when they clip everything
What's the
together.
word? Vulnerable? Is that the word?
You have to know. You have to
Gullible.
realize which
Gullible.
which
Yeah.
website.
That's the word.
Viejo, old.
Oh, okay.
You have
Yeah.
to
That's
recognize
true.
which one it is. If it's like, if it says, there's some account on YouTube that is constantly putting out these fake trailers, and I forget the name of it.
They get me. They pop up on my feed. And I'm like, no way. There's a Lord Vader coming out.
Yeah, see, just
Not even?
there's stuff just taken from other movies and mashed together
Guys,
to
you
make
gotta
it.
get. There was the child's lock when you were
Just
little.
put that on
Now
there.
you need the
Yeah.
adult lock for your dad.
Yeah.
the parental lock
Yeah.
for parents. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Here it
really
is.
thought. I
think-
thought I was.
For
Screen,
old-
Screen
for old
Culture.
people.
That is the YouTube channel that you keep getting. It's constantly fake trailers.
All right. The parental controls for an adult is swap them over to like the Firefly. One of those phones that have no internet and just
Yeah.
call and text and that's it. You're getting up to that age. That might be. It might be the parental
Man,
controls.
because
you
I
need.
saw that, and then I saw something else. The Back to the Future.
No,
Yeah, but man.
they won't. The people who wrote
But
the
okay, but
original still have the
there
rights
is a
to it.
Venom.
Yes, there
Right.
will be a new movie, but this whatever trailer you
Last
saw
Dance.
was not the trailer for it. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I'm all about Wolverine and
Deadpool.
Deadpool. What about you? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be dope. And everything that they're saying, I'm like, man, I'm believing everything. And Iron Man's there. I think he's there.
Well, hopefully he wants to come back. Robert Downey Jr.'s bored. He's not doing well on other movies.
No, his first movie after giving up Iron Man was Doolittle.
Yeah.
Was that far back?
That
No,
was
Sherlock Holmes.
no, that was before Iron Man.
Okay, but if we take being a hater out of it, what if he hit his pinnacle? He got paid a shit ton of money, and now he can just do
Take a break.
what he wants. It's
No,
not about
he
pleasing
himself-
fans anymore. He just
Passion projects.
he wanted to do
Yeah.
Doolittle, so he fucking did Doolittle.
He
Get off his back.
He himself is kind of like
Right.
bored at like doing all this other stuff because like he's not enjoying it. He's so into the Iron Man character. He's like that was the role made for me, and he misses it. He
I don't know. You could say he's not.
Iron Man.
He has to say yes to these movies, people. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. He chose to do these movies.
Yeah, but Iron Man was what turned his life around.
Well,
Okay, and Iron Man died. Spoiler alert: Iron Man dies, guys.
Spoiler: no one in Marvel dies.
No, I think he's frozen. And they had a fake funeral for him. Right? Did they freeze him? I saw
there's
I
nothing
saw a
about-
trailer. He's frozen. He's frozen.
Oh my god!
Because there's this picture of a.
That was Batman in the Freeze, dude.
Or that was Incredible Hulk.
I
Captain
saw.
America was frozen.
I saw. Not Tobey Maguire, but speaking of Tobey Maguire, is going to be in this new one too.
Oh my god.
Really? That's
Who
funny.
knows?
That
Actually, that's a
verse-
who knows. Who knows what's gonna happen because of the way the world,
Yeah.
the universe is. But regardless, you watch a lot of stuff that's clearly fake, and we have to just help you swim
Help
through
me
it all.
get through it. Ah,
Exactly.
man, I'm so vulnerable. No, that's not the word.
Gullible.
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 Okay.
You know what people can do
Speaking
to
of
help your
gullible?
gullibility, though?
What's that?
Like and subscribe.
Yes. Right.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Anyway, so we just went on the
20-minute
We went on a
tangent?
Yeah,
tangent.
that
Let's
was-
get to it.
All right, go ahead. Let's get to it. Let's start. Chris, go ahead. If you will, please. Here are some words from our sponsors that make this possible.
Are we gonna do your own intro
Yeah,
first?
give me an intro to this.
No, I want to do this right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here, Chris. Here are some words from our sponsors that the ones that are making this possible for us.
Yeah, they allow us to do this.
Yes, thank you. This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto: no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goalfireprotection.com.
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely. We'll definitely have to get into that.
Wow.
You're dope. You're a billboard. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. I am your host, Big Mod. To my left, my co-host, my son, Mark.
Howdy, howdy.
And over there running the switchboard, Chris. How you doing, Chris?
It's fine.
Alrighty. And sitting on our special couch over there, the executive producer, my nephew, Jose.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing, Zay?
Special.
Good. Special because he gets to sit on the couch, and he used to lay down on the big one. Now he's just got to stand up still. Anyway, let's please welcome our guest for episode number 96, ladies and gentlemen. Number 96. That's a shitload. Mr. Greg Faddis. Welcome
Thanks
to
for
the
having me.
show, brother.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took me forever to go get you out. You're outside in the driveway shooting hoops.
That's
See the
right.
basketball go?
Yeah.
Saw you hanging on the rim.
You know,
I got it.
I wore my Jordans for you today.
You're Jordan. Speaking of Jordan, I don't know. We won't
When was
get
the
into
last
that.
time you guys played on that hoop?
Like last
like,
summer.
like Father's Day 4 years ago when I was wheezing.
Last summer.
Oh, last.
I mean, we shoot on. Me and Marty shoot on sometimes, but like sometimes when the whole family's over and we get to all are outside during
You
the
know what? I
summer.
don't even think we played any basketball last summer though. We always have like 8 cars in our driveway.
So you're calling Marcos a liar? Okay.
Well, no, they
No.
played.
No.
I'm talking about me. I didn't play.
Seriously,
Did
you're calling
I hear?
Marcos-
Oh, you're calling me. That's funny that
I
it
was
heard
saying
you.
to call him.
Did it go through?
Call him Mark a liar. And it said, Siri said, "You want to call Mark?"
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There's a that's hilarious.
That's funny. Anyway, what kind of day did you have today? You said you're running a little late. They kept you a little later there at the office.
There were some things that popped up at the end of
At
the shift
day?
that
Only you could do.
Yeah,
Needed
you the
to
only
help out.
one. Yeah, just get up and leave. You gotta go.
That's
there's some stuff that I'll do tomorrow morning early.
Hey.
But, you know,
So you're gonna go in early tomorrow morning, take care of some stuff.
Like normal. Yeah.
Yeah. What time do you normally go in? 8, 7?
I'm usually rolling in 7:20, 7:30.
Sorry, what do you do?
So I work with Mario. I am
okay.
one of the sales reps for our
cool.
companies. So I sell a little bit of everything that our UEA group company provides.
Yeah.
So
So you're in those Hallmark pockets.
I wish I was in a Hallmark pocket, man. they buy a lot. No, my territory is like I-35. So I go from Texas all the way up to Minnesota and even into Canada a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna ask you something because I get asked this all the time.
Yep.
And because every time I try to explain to someone, especially when I'm talking to a girl,
You want to know? You want to know who his barber is?
No, I want to know what we do.
Okay.
And that's coming from who works. Absolutely. That's coming from someone who works there as well.
Hold on, give us the good
I'm about
answer.
to learn some shit here.
Give us the good answer, and then give us what he should tell to women.
So,
Well,
Two different ones.
so when you talk to a lady,
yeah.
just say, "What's your favorite wine?"
Okay.
Because the labels, we help embellish the labels.
Embellish. That's maybe the word I'm missing because I've been trying to explain. All right, I try so hard because I'm like, all right, say the name and like, oh, so you work on like tombstones? And I'm like,
Dude, how
no.
There are people that call and be like, "Hey, I need an engraving done." Okay. It's going to be a head. I'm like, "No, we don't do that."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, for those who maybe you just wonder, it's called Universal Engraving. So that's
Universal
why.
engraving.
Yeah. So every time I start off right there, like, oh, so you work at a cemetery? Like,
dude, and I get that all the time as well.
So when I talk to other people that don't know the industry, I always say we're in the printing industry, so we embellish print. So and I give them samples or examples of what we do. So greeting cards, labels, packaging. So depending upon where you're at, if it's a golf course, golf ball packaging, all that stuff has that foil stamping and embossing done on it.
The labels, right?
Some labels on the
I know we've done some cigar labels as well.
Actually just met with a guy with Eric.
Okay.
He came in from he was
Tell
South
them to
America.
provide some samples.
I get that quite a bit. Like, so I brought today as a gift
Yeah.
a bottle of Rieger whiskey, local Kansas City distillery. We just started working with a company locally that manufactures that label, and we provide the tooling for it. So I was running late. Otherwise, I would have ran to the liquor store and get you a bottle of vodka. That was the World Champs Chiefs logo label. Because I know you need a champion in this house.
Dude, look down there.
Yeah.
I got some down there.
Okay.
See 'em?
All right. All right.
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah, that's the basis of what we do. So, but there's different industries throughout. Trading cards is a big one.
right. Like
the
me
collectibles.
just trying to explain to someone is like I always get lost in like trying to explain it because I'm like, all right, and I always have a default one that I go to, but you gave me some good keywords that I can use to make it sound a little more
Like
legitimate.
embellish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like before I get into it, like how long have you been there?
Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this would fit into your time range of like over like about 20 years ago. Chris, you may remember this. So about within this range of time is when DVDs were, still popular before streaming and everything else. A lot of them for a while went through this kind of like new system of like DVDs where they have a sleeve cover that goes over the DVDs. And I remember because my dad used to do all these by hand. So like for example, so like if you are to these old DVD sets where you almost felt like the indentions of like the graphics of like
The emboss.
the emboss of the sleeve cover. And I remember because the Terminator, you did that one.
Terminator. I think it was Terminator 2.
Yeah, So we have that somewhere up here. I don't know if you know that,
I
Chris.
don't know about that, but I know we have a Days of Future Past X-Men one.
Well, that I don't. He didn't do that one. But,
He didn't do that, but that's what.
But yeah, exactly. So like those sleeve covers, like, and they all have like you can feel the texture of the like.
Speaking of right above your head, I think there's some stuff there.
There are. Yeah, there's a bunch.
There's actually a. Is there a Count Chocula box up there?
There's a Count Chocula box up there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a Wheaties box.
Grab
You
that-
did-
grab
you did
that real
Count-
quick.
You did the Count Chocula box?
Yeah.
You guys used to do cool stuff.
Yeah.
I
Do you remember
believe
the stuff I used to?
Halo 2 or 3,
Oh,
you
there's
guys
some-
did the video game box for
There's
it.
some really cool posters hanging in the walls that we have up that we ended up doing for Microsoft.
Yeah.
And Microsoft came out. It was Gran Turismo, Halo. There was another one too that they 24 by 18 size, I mean giant engravings that they did, and the guys that do the hand modeling guys that used to do artists, just unbelievable. And they do it backwards.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that is
Like
tricky.
this.
Stupid.
That's
That
how
was
Tony
dumb.
was.
That was dumb.
I feel like he used to bring home proofs.
Yeah,
Like
I would bring home
the
proofs.
test prints that you guys would do, and then
Oh, it was the Scooby Doo edition too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you,
Dirty.
wow,
it's
it's so
more foil than.
No,
That's-
that's
all foil board.
It's the board. Jesus.
It's dusty, man. What do you expect?
So you make the
So-
dye for the foil.
Yeah. So this part here, I had to emboss him, the marshmallows, but then there's a little bit of foil.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you remember that. That might have been before your time.
I think that was
You were
before
a little-
mine.
you're in
Because
high-
we got away
high
from
school.
that, and then we got back into it with different things for cereal boxes.
All right. So what's the coolest account you have?
That's a tough one.
Not to put anybody else down, but what's the coolest account you got?
I will say the coolest thing that I'm going for right now is trading card work.
Trading cards.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay,
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we used to do some trading cards back in the day as well. We used to, just like I embossed on that box. We used to do the
Yeah.
cards.
Make it more lifelike.
I have, yeah. I actually
What
have
kind of trading cards?
um,
Like baseball cards?
Yeah,
They-
baseball,
Yeah,
football.
not that
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon
Well,
nerd
who are you
crap.
going?
No, we did
You going
Pokemon.
like-
Oh,
So it's
did
it's,
Pokemon?
I'm asking him a question.
it's Topps, Panini,
Okay.
Leaf. Those are the
So
major
all the
players.
big ones.
Yeah.
Those are who you're trying for. Okay.
So there's
okay.
some that we do, I guess third party. Like I see the files, I know that come in, but then there's other like Pokemon's a big one that we do.
Oh, you know, Chris.
So
Yep, we do Pokemon, Chris.
Have you guys seen the videos? I think they're mostly TikTok videos of people will basically either take a Pokemon card, they keep the picture that's on there, and then they paint a full mural. Like
Oh
on
yeah,
the
of like a
rest of it.
surrounding. Yeah.
Or they do where they take the embossed ones and they'll basically layer them. They'll take like 3 copies and they'll layer them up to make them look
3D,
three-dimensional.
yeah.
In there. That shit's pretty cool. I don't think I could ever do it, but that shit's pretty cool looking.
You
there's
can do anything, nephew.
there's some cool, like I guess one of the most talented customers out there is a company called Studio on Fire, and they do their guys has a beard down to his belly. I mean, just he's awesome.
Former member of ZZ Top.
I mean, pretty close. He like his email tagline is like the Beard Man or something. Like
The Beard Man.
has its official title. Then is like also the Beard Man.
That's right.
But they do playing card dust jacket covers. So like when you
Yeah.
get like a deck of
Yeah.
cards.
Uh-huh.
So Theory 11 is the one big company out there like that makes cards. Like magicians go to them because of they're so slick. So when they're doing tricks, it's easier for them to do things with the slicker
Interesting.
cards. But then they do multiple passes of foil and embossing all in registration. So they've done Marvel stuff. They've done DC stuff. In fact, they've done some stuff for Pokemon
Yeah.
from a show that we were at a couple years ago. The guy that worked for Pokemon saw his stuff and was like, "Hey, I need it." And so then they came to us because we're providing the stuff for them. So,
Damn.
That's cool.
Wow.
but yeah, they sell it like Target. You can go to Target and all their game aisle stuff. Theory 11. There's some Star Wars stuff. There's some really cool stuff we've done.
There's some dope
So
shit.
why didn't either of you ever describe your job that cool?
I couldn't, man. Because
That's why I'm in sales and I'm not in production.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm-
we're knocking stuff out. They do the ordering and we just knock shit out.
I'm a cog in the machine. I don't really do much. I mean, I do something, but I don't do
He runs the Red Rum. Speaking of Red Rum, there's a song called Red Rum I heard today.
Okay, off
21
topic,
Savage?
but whatever.
Oh, sorry. That's part of that list. That was on
21
my
Savage.
list.
Yeah.
Yes. Randy Savage? Oh, yeah.
21 Savage.
Oh, 21. Sorry.
21 Pilots.
Oh, yeah. Randy Macho Man's going to, his ghost is going to, easy, buddy. I hear it.
His ghost.
His ghost is going to be
I
here
don't
with
even
you.
know.
Maybe his hologram.
Okay, we'll call it a hologram.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's going to look lifestyle. Anyway, what are you going to say, Chris? Sorry.
Nothing.
Nothing,
You just
you
got
just-
off topic
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
He was trying to
whole Red
wrangle
Room.
you back in.
Sorry. Thank you for bringing me back. Anyway, wife, kids, how they doing? Everybody good?
They're good. Yep. Let's see. The boys, 15 and 11. 15-year-old's a freshman in high school. Just
You have
finished
driving now?
Yeah, actually, my car's in the shop, so I got his. So he's riding the bus. It's his fresh. He got it finally at the end of the year. Finally got the chance to drive, but I was like, yeah, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, you're riding the bus back again, buddy. So no, he
that
just had his
that's
last.
just toes in the water.
Yep.
Dang.
Last track meet yesterday for the year.
Okay.
Runs the mile.
How'd you
Yeah.
do?
He ran a 5:19,
Is it
and that
good?
was 4 seconds off his PR.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like, there's 3 heats, and he was 4th from last. And
Okay.
his in the last heat, like the top runner was
Yeah.
sub 5, 4:49 or something like that.
Yeah.
Just
Where's he
Crazy.
attending? Where's
Lathan
attending?
Northwest.
With the Northwest.
Oh, Lathan Northwest.
He's done the
That's
so
a big school.
yeah, it's the biggest one now.
Mm-hmm.
He should go to Lathan West, which is 2 blocks from our house, but he chose to do the. They have he does the e-communication, so it's a 21st Century Academy program. So all the Lathan schools have them. I think Shawnee Mission's getting them next year.
I wouldn't know.
So, I was talking with Nicole at work. Her daughter's a freshman at
Yeah.
Shawnee Mission East. But basically, they have small, almost like colleges. So, e-communication has graphic design, sports journalism, broadcasting,
Yeah.
videography, and then they also have an engineering program at Lathan Northwest. Those are their 2 specialties.
Wow.
Lathan West is like public safety and green tech, so solar, energy power, wind energy, and all that stuff. But he wanted to do graphic communication and engineering, so he went to both open houses and liked the graphic communication side better. So he's doing that. He really loves it. So, and then the youngest one's a 5th grader who's finishing up last year of elementary and be in middle school next year.
You're getting old, my friend.
I know.
Dang. What's the Garrett and
Graham.
Graham. That's what I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
So you're sticking with the G's, huh?
Just ran. It was like, okay. And that's the thing was when
I'm Greg, so he's gonna be Garrett.
No, he's Gregorio.
Graham.
so we went through, lots of names, and my mom has been a teacher for decades, and she's retired now, but she would come home and be like, never name your child blank, because that is like a 4-letter word, because that kid was awful. So we went through
Damn.
we go through names and like we'd be like, yeah, I remember this kid, I didn't like him. I remember that, I didn't like him. There's just things that you pick up. You're like, yeah, I don't want my kid affiliated with that name. And so it just so happened, it was like there's a couple other names we went back and forth on. This one, Garrett was stuck, and then she would like Graham the first for the next kid, and I was like, okay, I like it. It wasn't much of a
Graham.
discussion with that one.
Like a Graham
So.
cracker. Do they call him cracker?
They call him Graham Cracker. They do, and he didn't like it for a while, but
Stop.
No, you deserve that one.
Hey.
so, but no, they're both good kids.
Yeah, that's cool. Speaking of the names, like Marcos here, Sandy, his mother, one of her favorite students back in the day, his name was Marcos. And this was, we had Mod.
Yeah.
So we were trying to come up with the name for our second one. And favorite, he was just cute little kid. And she's like, I love his name. She said, can we, what do you think of Marcos? I'm like, yeah, it's an M, of course. I said, yeah, let's do it, Marcos. 20-something years later, he works at Universal.
Really?
He worked with us at Universal and I don't know if you remember the T-shirts that UEA had a contest come
The
up the
Engravers for Life?
the 25th
Oh
anniversary.
yeah.
That one, the 25th anniversary, and that art actually kind of looks like this because he designed this for me, and so he won the contest. His name is Marcos Armendariz, which is crazy because I just met his mom here not too long ago, and she's done some T-shirts. She's done some work for me.
Yeah.
And come to figure out, that's her son. Small world, but yeah.
It is.
So he ended up working with us, and I was like, damn, dude, you're the reason why my son is named because And so when he would see my wife, he'd be all, oh my God, it's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, that's a fun story. Are the kids still? Are they both playing baseball?
No, first year they're not playing ball.
What?
Yeah. So
No wonder I haven't heard any stories from you about them playing baseball.
Soccer for both of them, and then track for the oldest one as well as soccer. So,
Okay, so running. They love running then, right?
no, the youngest one
okay.
does not. No, and they are completely different body types. So like, they're Mario and Marcos, because my oldest one is was very short for his age. He's growing now, and also very skinny. My younger one, at one point, weighed 10 pounds heavier than my older one.
Oh, really?
This goes back 2 years,
Okay.
3 years maybe. Yeah. So like,
But he was shorter.
shorter,
But
slightly
but
short.
heavier.
But I mean, there's 4 years apart. So,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, it was.
You
like,
guys are 4 years apart.
No, we're 3. Well, technically 3 by school and 2 by age.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, and that was one of the things too. Growing when he was elementary school programs, he's usually like that short, tiny one in the front, right?
Yeah.
The oldest. And then the first school program for my youngest one, we get up there and I'm like, where is he at?
You gotta look in the back.
And I look in the back and I'm like, oh shit, he's with big kids.
Yeah.
So
That was a great feeling. I can think about that in elementary school. You knew that feeling too, didn't you, Jose? Being
Jose,
the tallest
you were
in your
the-
class.
When did you pass up your brothers?
Let's say maybe 4th grade.
Yeah, see?
I never had that feeling. My brother's always been taller than me,
Yeah.
and still is. And yeah, but I was never the tallest one.
Yeah.
So
So you're like 4'7".
yeah, that's my boss. No, but my boss, Ross. He was taller than me in 8th grade,
Ross was.
Mhm.
Really?
and I think that maybe when he stopped growing.
And then you sprouted up.
Yeah.
Wait, is that how you end up getting your jobs? Because you knew that you worked there?
So it's interesting.
That's
Yeah.
funny
So
story, yeah.
so Ross and I have known each other since we were in preschool.
Dang.
So I've known Ross longer than his own brother has. Because there's
Do
five.
you hold that-
'cause
do you hold that
there's,
against
there's
Austin?
5. Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time.
You're like
and
my
Ross
little
and
bro,
Ross says it
too.
too. So yeah, there's 5 years between them, and so in preschool we were 4. So preschool, grade school, high school, some of college, and like JUCO and stuff. But yeah, and just happened to know. And then my mom, for a long time, Catholic school teacher, taught Austin as a first grader.
Wow.
And then she went from Holy Cross Catholic School to Ascension Catholic School after a while, which is at 127th in Antioch. And out there, she ended up teaching Jim Hutchison, Ross's uncle, his niece or his daughters, which is Ross's cousin.
That was close because
Yeah.
I really thought
Yeah.
I really thought you were going to say that she taught Jim.
No.
Okay.
And so it's one of those things too where went to K-State, came back, JUCO, and then basically done with school and bartending, waiting tables at Jalapeno's Mexican restaurant. And at the time there's one in Lenexa, right, 87th and Quivira,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was at that location. And by that time, all my friends had graduated college and have come back. And that was when they're all going out on the weekends and I'm working weekends. You know, I'm doing fairly well for a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
But then Ross and I are hanging out and he's like, hey, my uncle asked about you. Okay. So then I went and
It's a weird way to start a conversation.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
but I'd known him.
asked about you. What?
But I've known, his whole family, so it wasn't completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
But so I went in and talked with him, and I was like, just we're talking, and then he brings in Todd Rima, and he sits down, and we start having a conversation with him, and they look at each other like, well, we want to bring you on. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So kind of an informal interview, but got hired, and then part-time to kind of learn everything, and then
How old
became
were you at the
full-time.
time?
I was 22.
Okay, 22 at that same time.
Yeah. And then
And you had the experience of you went from selling tacos to selling.
selling dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Selling engravings.
Nice.
But you got to look at it this way. And this is one of the things that society's kind of changed in customer service aspect and just treating people with respect. And working in a Mexican food restaurant, pretty much anyone you walk in, you sit down, you have water, chips, and salsa on the table. They have a meal, technically,
Yeah.
right? So now you have to make sure you end up supplying them with the proper service and sales to earn your tip. So I was lucky enough to have regulars that came in and asked for me, so consistently. So that it made life a little easier on the pocketbook, but at the same time, it's like there's some people that do it and do a great job, and that's good for them. But that was something that I wanted to rely upon.
Sure.
As far as I'm just getting cash all the time, and there's no insurance and no, vacation. Vacation was like not a paid vacation. It was just
You just took some time off.
time off.
Yeah.
And so started working full time with Universal Engraving, and was there for a year and a half, 2 years. And a friend of mine's brother-in-law reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, can you be my office manager for insurance company?" And then at the time, my dad's first cousin was like the regional manager for this insurance company. And so I met with them, and I was like, "This sounds like a pretty good deal of me potentially stepping into the insurance world." And so then I went and talked with my boss about it. I was like, "Hey, just want to give you a heads up. This is kind of what's going on. Just wanted your opinion." And he's like, "Well, yeah, if I was 24 years old, I want to keep my options open too, but you always, this is my plan for you here." And I'm like, "Okay, great." And he appreciated me coming to him. And so when I decided to take that job, he's like, "Well, you always have a job with me." And so I was at that job for 9 months, and it was brand new insurance agency. There's no book of business established. It was just cold calling people, and like trying to sell insurance. And that's the thing that I rely upon is the knowledge of what I'm selling. If I don't have the true grasp of the insurance book of what's capable, what's not capable for life, home, auto, I wasn't very confident in my abilities. And so it just wasn't working out. So I called my boss back up and said, "Hey, how you mentioned, me always having a job?" He goes, "When do you want to start?" So I got back in, and that's when our foil company, we started shortly after that too. And that we started that off. And so yeah, ever since then, it's been good.
Sweet.
Treated me well, treated my family well. So
You know what? Hutchison family treat, I think, everybody well.
yeah.
I love the family. I've been there 30 plus years, even though I'm on my second term, I guess you could say. 89 to 94, and then it's still 94 went back to now. So
Do you
over
have any of
37
that
years.
cool anniversary jewelry?
I elected not to go with jewelry. I went with
Because you didn't want to look mafioso.
There was and they've changed how they've done that.
Okay.
But yeah, for a while it was like, hey, you get a camera for this many years. You get jewelry, or you can get a leather set. That's what they called it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Russell got that. Remember Russell Cleanan?
Russell Morgan?
Yeah. And he rocked that red leather jacket for a while.
Had the big, did it have the logo on it?
I don't know if it had the logo on it or not, but like mine was like Wilson leather gift cards. So I was like, perfect. Wife, here you go.
Right.
That's yours.
Yeah, I mean, my 10th year was a ring, but I chose to made it into a woman's ring for the wife. So she has that one.
Nice.
And then my 15th year ring, I wear it as my wedding ring. Because I lost my wedding ring. So I need and it looks like a wedding ring.
Amazon, man.
So
Just get a rubber ring.
I know. You know what? I've thought about that.
That's what I got.
I know. That's dope. And you can change colors, right?
Yeah. And for like, and it's okay because the wife's the same way. She doesn't wear her diamond ring that I got her for.
Dude, I couldn't wear rings. I had all these UEI rings, and I had my wedding ring, and then other kind of rings, and then a brass ring, but I couldn't wear them when I was working.
Brass knuckles. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't wear it because of what I was doing when I was hand modeling, messing with the clay, getting it all dirty, and Dang, that's pretty dope. Any trips? Any summer trips you guys doing? Family trips?
We are. We are going down to Florida.
Florida.
We've been there. We went there actually 2021. So COVID was still a thing. People were still, and Disney was still doing masks at the time. And I talked to a lot of them, like, I'm not doing a full trip to Disney if I'm wearing a mask in the summer.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, absolutely. So we went to Cocoa Beach, stayed there, which is just a straight shot east from Orlando. and we made a day going up to NASA. We went to Universal Studios, and did the theme park there, and then we did a couple other things, beach days. But
I'm sorry. When did you did
this
this
is in 2021.
21? Okay.
Did you say NASA?
Yeah,
Like,
Cape Canaveral.
yeah, Cape Canaveral. Oh, wow.
they have a cool thing. Yeah,
Do they really?
yeah,
Huh. I didn't even realize there was still a museum or something down there.
yeah. You can get in, and of course that was also masked up. So it was, but yeah, they have a lot of stuff, a lot of history that they have there. They have a spatial that's hanging up, full size in one of their places. It's pretty cool.
Interesting. Interesting.
And so you're going back
We're going back
this summer?
After the 4th of July, that week after. We'll be doing between. We haven't picked out what we're going to do Universal wise, but we might do Disney just to check out the Star Wars thing that's out there now.
Yeah, for sure.
Hold on, I'm thrown off. Universal wise.
Universal Studios.
Studios.
I was thinking of your 20-year trip because that was
Oh.
coming up when next year, 2 years.
No, so because of my split,
Yeah.
I won't have it for 2 years, 2-3 years, something like that. So
Like my split.
yeah,
9 months.
I know.
Dirty.
I know.
Mine was 40 days. Yeah, mine was 40 days. My time card was still on the wall.
My employee number didn't ever changed.
Wait, what's,
I know, see,
what's the
mine
time
did.
card?
Oh, yours did?
Yeah, I was 181.
No.
Then I went to 432.
You hear Jose then?
No,
So
what?
what's a time card? I was just gonna say too.
So have you seen the Flintstones?
The bird in
Yeah,
there?
I know what a
it's
time
better.
card is. I'm just
I
fucking
know.
with you.
Man, I'm
Chris,
just fucking
Chris,
with
do you know what time card is?
Yeah.
Do you?
You guys use them? How do you clock into work?
We have a little computer that we type in, and then we just clock in, meal break, clock out.
Okay, so it's still the same.
I've always said when you go to Disney World, I like especially with your family or
I've
kids.
never heard you say this.
I say it all the time.
I've never. Okay, go
I
ahead.
say it all
Well,
the
Just
let
time.
not
me
on
say
the-
it
just
so
not on
you
the-
say it so you
say
can- yeah.
if
It's not on the
you've heard of
podcast.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
I just, especially with kids, I say don't take them when they're little kids.
Correct.
Yeah, you got to take them when they're like teenagers or
For them to remember.
For us to appreciate
for us
it.
to appreciate it. Because as a little kid, you're not gonna. We've gone like how many times?
All right,
have
you son of a bitches. How you getting ready to say that you didn't appreciate?
Hold on.
what-
I was like, hold on,
Hold on, hold on,
shut the
hold on.
fuck up.
I barely
hold on.
remember the first
Zay
time we
remembers the
went.
trip. we used to
Teenagers are
take them
so
on.
unappreciative.
I
I think
appreciated it.
teenagers is a little too late. You got to
Then-
hit them in the 6 to 12 or 13
Yeah.
range.
You know, how about we just do
before
it now?
they get an attitude when they're still just wanting to have fun with their parents. After they're teenagers, then they're wanting to do their own thing, not appreciative. They're trying to do their own shit.
Okay. In this age of they're old enough to comprehend and appreciate. Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
like pre-13. So maybe then they're
That's what
12. So I'm giving you that. I'm just saying because you don't want to deal with little kids. Because I mean, like you don't want to carry. It's hot. You're carrying them around. You're walking
Naps,
everywhere.
strollers,
Yeah.
diapers. That's awful.
I'm more on
But
the side
I
of
did
my
it,
parents
I didn't-
keep saying like, you don't remember going to the St. Louis Zoo? I was 6 months old. No.
Well,
like,
that-
what the
and-
fuck was I supposed
and
to remember?
that's part of it. It's
Doesn't
like
matter, but
they
like
don't.
shit
They're
like
not
that,
going to remember.
where, like,
They're not going to remember it. So you
I
want to
have
take them
it
at
on
a point.
video.
I have
Watch
half
the
a brain
video,
at that
damn it.
point. Like,
That's why I
this
did
is
it.
not a thing.
Yeah, we
That's
took
why I was
these guys
carrying
to
that
St. Louis.
camcorder.
Yes.
Yeah, you're recording so they could visually
These were
remember, but
memories
not.
for you guys. That was before these
Exactly.
guys.
It's a memory of a memory by that point, so it's like really. But I'm just
Again,
saying.
this is 2 episodes in a row. We got the good years out of your parents. You guys
No,
were
they
just
took.
the
No, well, they
afterthought.
took
You were
us.
the afterthought.
They took us. I mean, we went as little kids, and I vaguely remember that. But then they took me. They took us like.
Did
Well, how old were
Mark
you?
come to
I don't
the-
know how old I was when I first went to Disney World. The one time I did.
Hey, at least you got to go. There's a
Are
lot
you
of kids that have
complaining because you
So,
haven't
hey,
gone more
just
times?
so you know,
Yes.
I technically have never been to Disney World.
There's people, Chris. There's people out there that never ever been.
We went to
Have you been to
Disneyland.
Disneyland?
So yeah, one of my best friends from high
That's
school.
when they should have told you.
Yeah,
it was
you went
Disney
to
World.
Disneyland.
That was on a school-related business.
You still went to Disneyland. We haven't been to Disneyland.
I've been to Disneyland. Mine has too. So go ahead, Greg.
Okay, I
So,
haven't.
but no, yeah, one of my best friends worked for Applebee's, then left there, went to work for
Disney?
Well, Applebee's, and when they shut their operation down here,
Yeah.
they moved all the West Coast, and he worked in CFO type stuff, and so he went out there and then realized that they didn't hire anybody that replaced the 200 people that they had employed here.
Yeah.
He said it was It was a cluster. So, he left there and went to work for California Pizza Kitchen. And so he was working there. Well, the wife and I were like, hey, we're going to come out and visit you guys. We're getting hotels. And they're like, no, you're not. What? No, you're staying with us. We're like, no. He's like, no. And where the place they were renting had a separate mother-in-law suite over there, separated 2-car garage.
Okay.
So our boys and
That's
their
cool.
boys are almost the same age. So they're like, the boys will just bunk together. You guys can have the in-law suite. We're like, oh, fantastic. We don't have to
Dope.
stay in the same house with our kids. So we went out there, stayed with them, and then we went to Disneyland twice out there.
Okay.
And the youngest one was 4. 4 or 5, yeah. But it was okay.
Does Graham remember it?
He does. There's pictures
See,
now.
like, my kids don't have brains.
We went to Universal in 2021, and he'd never been on roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
So our first ride was the Hulk,
Yeah, I remember that. You remember
That ride was dope.
Yeah.
right? So you don't go slowly; you take off.
Yeah.
I mean, your
And I
shirt
didn't
will
know
fly
this.
off for you.
And he was not happy. So we had to bribe him with other things. So we went through the whole thing, and then by the end, and they have the new Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster.
So the Jurassic
That's-
Park theme,
What a wild name.
it is nuts.
It's
It
fast.
is,
That's a
it's
stretch.
insane.
Velocicoaster.
So, and it was their soft opening. So they hadn't officially said, hey, we're brand. So
Hey, it works.
yeah, because there was a lot of breaks that we were in line waiting.
Yeah.
And he was fine with it. I'm like, all right, sweet. And then there's a spot where the line extends out next to the lagoon, and you look up and you see the coaster go over the water upside down.
But you see it like
That's
it's a blur.
dope,
It's a blur.
man.
You just go.
And he sees that. He's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Oh.
I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Just don't worry. It'll be fine. And so,
It's like the
We had-
movies. It's fake. That's what I tell
Yeah.
these guys.
so we finally get up there, and he's okay.
Yeah.
We go, and I'm like, what'd you think? It was fun.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. So now since he's been to, friends have taken him. We've gone to Worlds of Fun with them, and friends have taken him to Worlds of Fun. So he likes the coasters.
Greg, can I tell you
They were a
very
great
short
band back in
story
the
about
60s.
roller coasters, early experiences that I got traumatized?
Ooh.
Yes, I was just thinking this. So if it's the
Fuck
same
them.
story,
Oh my
I
god!
don't know. It's
So
just me.
I'm young. I'm maybe
18.
like 7 years old, 6, like
You little
young.
shit.
But me and my brothers are in modeling, like kid modeling,
Oh.
and somehow we get booked, or my oldest brother got booked to be in the commercial for the Mamba at Worlds of Fun.
that's when
as
it
they were
opened.
introducing it.
Yeah.
And so, for some reason, my mom thinks, let me take all 3 of my kids. If, let's say, put me at 6, middle brother's at 8, and the oldest at 10. Something like that. We all go.
And you were tall for your age, so you got.
And I was tall for my age. And so I'm sitting here, and I'd never ridden on a roller coaster before. But what I come to learn in my life is I don't like heights. And so they forced me to ride this roller coaster.
We didn't force you.
The fuck
Wait,
was I going to do? Stand
I
on the
wasn't-
side?
I wasn't
and
there, yeah.
A 6-year-old
this.
stand on the side
Look
where
at the
everybody
rail,
else
like-
is on this roller coaster? So I had to traumatically go ride the Mamba as my very first roller coaster.
Never a good thing.
You
I
appreciated it.
I hated roller coasters until maybe 18 years old because of that.
Stop.
Fuck that! Oh my god!
Mine
it
was
so
terrible.
first coaster was a Zambezi Zinger
Yeah.
at Worlds of Fun. They shut it down. Now they're bringing it back.
It's coming back.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
man.
you can thank Sudeikis for that one.
Really?
I don't know. He was talking about it.
Like he.
Yo,
he-
Jason,
he-
thank you for
he
bringing the Zambezi Zinger back.
Well, they
put up the money for
his
it.
younger siblings.
Oh, they went
went
to
to Holy Cross and Aquinas.
yeah, with you.
Well, do you remember thinking back to those ages, though? I feel like there was a stretch, let's say a 6 to 8 year stretch, where every year there was a new roller coaster. Like theme park traffic and marketing was so consistent that they
Yeah.
could put out a new one, or
Yeah.
some years they knock one down and put a whole brand new one there. That shit stopped real quick. Like I couldn't tell you the last time they put something up there.
Do you guys remember the Timberwolf
It's still up.
Still up.
Oh, it is?
Every once in a while.
I thought they changed the name there for a little bit. It was the wooden roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
It's one of two wooden ones.
There's two wooden ones that was
The
the
other
fun?
one's
Prowler-
the Prowler.
The Prowler and
I
the
didn't know
Timberwolf.
Prowler's a newer one.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Not, I mean, old now, but newer.
the
Prowler.
Timberwolf still feels
That
dangerous.
sounds weird.
Yes, it does.
Because it's rickety and like every time you go under, like you think you're gonna hit your head.
It's a seat belt.
Oh, it's so tight, man. Like
it's
Tight,
over.
tight.
Yeah, there's no shoulder strap. It is strictly across the hips, and it's like
it's terrifying, but so fun.
It's exciting to hear that there's more coasters coming.
I
know
don't
they'll
enjoy
get
them
back
anymore
to it,
because I'm usually riding with usually my youngest kid,
Mhm.
and so my
Now he's bigger than
dad.
you.
Now it's like, make sure he doesn't fall out. Make sure he doesn't fall out. That's in the back of my head
Right.
because he's
So
smaller.
you got to grab him by the top of his head while you're riding.
by the
Your
crown.
one arm's in here and you just grab it. Yeah.
No, there are Worlds of Fun has gone through a couple different iterations. Like they tried doing a dinosaur thing that bombed.
Did it really?
Yeah, they did. Like
I
they
didn't know
had
that.
like a walking with dinosaurs type thing, which is where they're putting up the new
Walk
one
like a
in that whole
dinosaur.
area. Which is weird because there's a lot of open area that you kind of don't see. I don't know how they do it, but they hide areas pretty well. Like you ever just walk through Worlds of Fun and go, oh look, there's that haunted. You've never like the haunted like places. Like there's a shack right by like the Nile. Like
I couldn't tell you the
The
last
Fear of the
Yeah.
Nile still
I
there?
never.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Fear
Man,
of
they
the
haven't
Nile.
changed much. When are they going to bring the mascots? Did I ever tell you a story about the mascots?
We
They
don't need to know.
stink.
They don't need about that.
All right.
We've heard that way too much. What?
Yeah.
Would you point
No,
out?
he's
Oh.
pointing at my. Anyway, speaking of Worlds of Fun, how was your weekend? What'd you do for Cinco de Mayo?
hung out with the folks. We Cinco de Mayo was a long weekend. I got back from my travels down to Texas Friday night, straight to take a kid to a soccer game, while the wife was taking another kid to his first soccer game, and then met us at the other park for his second game.
Jeez.
So we
I
didn't
remember those days.
get home till like 10.
That was soccer day, Mayo.
What? Yeah. What day was that? Saturday?
That was Friday night.
That was your Friday night.
And Saturday,
Thank you.
Saturday we had a
Soccer de Mayo.
yeah
That was a
soccer de
good-
Mayo. Saturday we had a funeral to go to, and then we had a derby party. Some of our good friends that used to live in our neighborhood moved away. They moved back.
What'd you call it?
Derby party, Kentucky Derby,
happened.
the races.
Oh, that happened this
Derby
weekend?
happened, Yes.
Yeah.
I
Who
didn't
won?
know that.
I
There's a
didn't
little wagers on that.
That's the weddle part of you.
That is.
Yeah. So you had Cinco de Mayo, and then you had.
But some of those jockeys are Hispanic and Latino.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Do you know
small.
some? Do you know some of their names? I mean,
No.
are you really that into the?
You don't know the
Not at all.
jockeys. You know
Not
the
at all.
horses, not the jockeys.
Do you know who
Yeah.
won?
Yeah.
Mystic Dan.
Who?
Mystic Dan?
Yep.
Man.
The owners get to name them.
Yep.
They name whatever they want.
I would looked up. They
And then they
bet
shoot him later.
only if they break a leg, which happened that
We
weekend.
almost had to do that to our dog. What?
One of
He's
the first.
still hobbling upstairs.
I wouldn't shoot my baby.
Marcus, how about you shoot Dad right now with your Nerf gun?
Anyway.
I forgot that was sitting there.
sorry.
But no, yeah, they wagered at the Derby $233 million.
Holy shit.
They
win?
But like,
Speaking of,
That's just like the
that's-
overall, the whole
Overall,
crowd. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
but like people go there for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously it's betting, yeah.
But it some people consider a bucket list item to go.
What's the drink they do there?
The mint julep.
Mint julep.
A mint
That's
julep.
pretty
you know
too.
what? Speaking of drink, Greg, thank you for the bottle.
You're welcome.
It's pretty cool.
Last one I
I
heard
love
was
whiskey.
talking about you needing to get sports and Trent and people from
Yeah.
local sporting teams on. So I was like, this is the closest thing I got.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
What's in a mint julep?
Bourbon,
Bourbon and
simple syrup, and mint. And
So-
ice.
So it sounds still pretty strong.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah. It's a little bit of.
So anyway, so that was your Saturday,
So that was Saturday.
and then
And then Sunday was more soccer in the morning, and then yard work, and then went over to my folks' house and had tacos.
man, I'm glad you had time
Alright,
for
Greg.
some yard work.
I'm gonna hit you with the tough questions.
Oh, here we go.
I don't have kids, but I'm working on my first one.
Yep.
It's due sometime in November,
Yay.
maybe late October.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Are your
where's the
kids
plug?
getting anything out of this, or are they just doing this? Like, are your kids gonna go play some, let's say, even just college level sport in general, or are you just spending your whole weekend driving them around so that they can have fun?
There's potential there, but it's not the goal.
Okay.
And I've talked to my kids because the older one stopped competitive soccer, and he's just playing for fun with his friends. He's going to try out for the high school team.
I was going to ask, and then the school.
It sounds like they may have made a similar baseball. Like
they will both
adjusting.
they enjoy it. And the oldest one, he's always been pretty decent at a lot of the sports that he does. He's never been the best, never been the worst. But has a phenomenal attitude. A lot of parents, like parent coaches would say, have him on my team anytime.
Yeah.
Come back, People have invited him to go to other teams because they wanted him on the team.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that he struggled with this past year was he did get cut from the high school soccer team we tried out.
Oh, really?
And that's the problem that he's got is he would do whatever the coach says. Hey, I need you to play here, I need you to play here. Not play what his best position
What
is.
he thought. Yeah.
What I know his best position is, what he knows, but he's like, I'll just help out because you need help. Which I love because he's a helpful kid.
Yeah.
And he's an athlete.
Yeah. He can
Right?
he can
That's
compete.
what I would
Yeah.
put him anywhere and he could play.
So with that, he didn't have his best tryout. So he got cut. Well, then that following week, their first game, because he goes to a different high school than his home high school, he knew kids for both teams. That was their first game, Lake Northwest versus Lake West for freshmen.
Wow. Okay.
And so both friends of sides of him were like, hey, come out. So he went, I dropped him off at the game, and I come back and pick him up because I wasn't going to stay and watch 40-minute halves of soccer. Not my kid. Although I knew kids on both teams. So I come back and I see other parents that I know. So I went and said hi and stuff. And then I see him talking to the coach and he's got his phone out. And I'm like, okay. And he runs over. He's like, hey, Dad, I'm going to be a team manager. And he's excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fantastic. I've done it before. And like one of his good friends was like, hey, you should be team manager. Then he goes, hey, coach. And calls the coach. He's like, hey, can Garrett be team manager? Like, yeah, absolutely. Well, Garrett also got to practice with him all the time. Right. And he'd help him out in different games and stuff. But after like the first two practices after I picked him up, the coach was like, told him, he's like, yeah, we shouldn't have cut you.
Really?
Yeah. And so one of the other practices, I come over, they're doing a drill where they're hitting crosses from outside the box and they're doing headers and stuff, defending offense and defense. And he was just an extra guy kicking. He's like, why is the team manager better at sending crosses than the rest of the team? It's like, so we think he's got a better opportunity since he's been there. The coaches have seen him, in practice and stuff. So he's still going to give it a shot. If not, he'll probably run cross country, which I used to run in high school. So, but he's enjoying track. So I'm like, dude, it's the same type of people that are doing that. So you'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's as far as my youngest one, he's better at the same age. At the same age, he's better than my older one was.
Okay. Yeah.
But he doesn't have the drive, self-motivation right now. Not say that he can't
gotta find
there.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've told him, I said,
It'll
as
happen.
soon as you're not having fun, we're done.
I think
I'd rather you have
that's the
fun and
key.
play versus me force it down your throat competitive because I want you to have fun. And in baseball, he wasn't having very much fun. He wasn't being successful like he was.
Yeah.
He liked playing with his friends. That was one of the big things why he liked going, because he could play with his friends from school. Whereas soccer, he doesn't play with anybody from his school.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's how I feel about
I
it.
think that's the key. I'm not gonna shit talk my own parents, but like,
He's going to shit talk. his
Well,
own
I think
parents,
for
shouldn't
my brothers and maybe me, super young, it was like, do this sport because we're telling you to do this sport.
he? That was your mom.
There was no love for it. There was.
I got that a little bit.
It sounds
'Cause
like
I
you're
went to
giving
try it
them
for-
like an out. Like if you're
Yeah.
not gonna do this to your capacity, then we'll find something else. But I think that's important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I tried to play everything growing up. I didn't play football because I wasn't big enough,
Yeah.
and I knew I'd get annihilated. But soccer, baseball, basketball, track, cross country, but going into my freshman year in high school, my mom's like, "You're not trying out for soccer."
Why not?
Okay.
Because I don't like the coach.
No, the kids were not of the proper discipline.
I thought you were going to say color.
No, because I'm half.
I whispered so Mike didn't
teacher
pick
and all.
that. I know.
It was definitely one of those where it's like some of the kids were partiers
Oh, yeah.
in the soccer team,
Bad influence. Yeah.
and she's like, "You're not going to hang out with that."
Good.
And so I didn't have a choice because they were paying for high school because I went to Aquinas.
Okay.
So-
You had to pay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think.
All you Aquinas kids out there, quit partying so much.
Yeah. Damn it. Put the bottle.
Well, that was
down and-
before my freshman year started. There's like a handful of kids that got MIPs before
No.
What's the
school.
MIP mark?
Minor in possession.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I
You
forgot.
didn't
At a
go to
field
high
party.
school in Johnson County?
I
Yeah.
didn't
So-
know that bit.
So yeah, so they're all worried about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
Hey, I like that they've gotten out. You're not
Yeah.
forcing them to do something if they like it. I was even, let's say, proud of Mario and Chris if they went and did diving, and Mario did maybe swimming for a
Mario
little while
did
too.
diving first. And
Yeah, he
then-
did some
Okay.
diving.
But
then
like,
Chris.
it's just non-conventional stuff that none of us had ever tried before, and it's okay. Give it a try. If you like it, cool. If not,
Yeah.
I
do
will
something different.
Although I will say sometimes the opposite is also pretty effective. Like for example, when my parents put, like my mom especially, like she made us go do golf. We did not want to go. We did not. Regardless, even if our friends were there, me and Marty were like, no, we don't want to do it. No, I love golf. I love golf so much.
Well, like, hey,
but your
we-
dad could have gone pro. He could have gone on the tour.
I could have. I really could have.
and
I
what
think I
sport
could've.
couldn't he have gone pro in?
we
Yeah.
talked.
Too much.
We had a whole conversation.
You missed something.
We had a
Greg,
whole
before.
conversation before.
Remember when I told you we were ranting down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Now Sergio Garcia, Mario Garcia,
Cousin Serge, what up, bro?
No, the golf. Okay. Oh,
Second cousin once removed from Spain. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that one.
Yep.
Sergio, ¿qué pasó? But anyway, I think I could have went pro. But anyway,
Me too. I could've gone pro.
what about the tennis?
That was Chris.
No.
No, we hated it. I didn't play. I fucking hate tennis, man.
Jeez, relax, SA.
But if you're on one of your dating apps and a girl's like, "Oh, I love some tennis," now you can go
I'll tell her-
swing the racket.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
I could have went pro in tennis.
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Go play pickleball.
That would be the alternative because that's.
But now you have an idea of what to do.
Because you can drink while you do it.
yeah,
Oh fuck yeah!
it's less running.
Tennis?
No.
Table
Pickleball.
tennis and pickleball.
Tennis. Oh yeah.
If I mean shit, if
I'd be
they
doing it for the
suggest
wrong
something,
reason.
yeah, I'll do something. I don't care. Like regardless of whether or not I've done it, I'll attempt it.
I'm saying the one attempt at tennis, like
I didn't. I
fucking
mean, I
try
didn't
it.
like it. The whole thing seemed sketch. It was a real sketch when we went to dig classes. We did it at the Brown Park before, like they
Oh, yeah,
made
yeah.
it.
We
It
had
was a
to
real
take
shitty just situation. Like,
I
what are we
thought
doing
I
here?
thought I was I had Serena and Venus out there. I mean, Marcos. I thought I was.
Chris
gonna do
enjoys
something good.
tennis. He played through
Yeah,
high
Chris
school.
was a tennis
He
player.
was the tennis.
So,
Chris was our club sports guy.
Okay.
He
died.
took us that route.
The country club sports. Got it.
He did the diving.
Just
He was
not golf.
good.
Yeah, I can't get into golf.
It's all right.
Have you ever-
I even just holding the club, I feel so
Awkward.
awkward, out of
You
place.
feel so violent.
have you tried?
No.
I
Have you tried putt putt?
I play mini golf.
Not even
That's
that.
not even close to golf, though.
How about-
Of course
we
not.
need to go to the
Move
golf
through.
range.
We're
I know we're ranting here.
yes, we've said we're gonna go golfing
I know.
6 times in the last 2 months.
I got Smileys by me.
I go every week.
When was the last time you went to Top Golf?
That's what I was going to ask.
That's
That's
different.
Let's go.
It is expensive,
You
man.
did last weekend?
2 weekends ago, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's expensive.
Last weekend, I think I was drunk all weekend long, from Friday to Sunday. I drank way too much. Too many cervezas for me. Yeah, that's all right. Speaking of cervezas, so you're a big sports fan, right?
Yep.
Local, KCK, I mean Kansas. What are your favorite sports teams as far as MLB, NBA? I know that's not local, but yeah.
So NBA, I switched back and forth. Before OKC, I was a big Boston Celtics fan.
Before so now you're an OKC fan.
Now I'm more of an OKC fan, just because it's more regional.
Are they still in the playoffs?
Yeah.
They're still in?
Yeah.
They had been performing. And
Speaking of playoffs, these guys play tonight. New York, they play tonight against Indiana.
Is Brunson going to throw anything on the court?
Is he gonna throw
that
anything?
wasn't
Wait, who is that?
Brunson.
No.
That was
It was, yeah.
for the Nuggets.
Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
What did he do?
They're both similar style.
One day he threw a towel onto the court in the middle of a play.
During the playoffs?
Yes, and then the second time he threw a heating pack.
What the fuck's wrong with him?
2 different games. They just fined him $100K for it.
Is that what they did?
For both
For
incidents?
both incidents.
Just because, or like the
Come
kind
on,
of pulling
because
or pulling the
a
Doc
play is
Rivers.
happening on the court, and
Yeah.
he's throwing stuff on a player.
I didn't
An
know if you-
NBA player in the playoffs
I did not-
because they're getting their ass kicked.
That's the West. They're thugs in the West.
I don't know if he was pulling a Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
But somebody, I listened to somebody. They said, "Yeah, they're not going to suspend him a game. They're going to make him sit there and get his ass kicked for the next game
Yeah, I know,
while
right?
paying $100K."
Dang.
All right.
So yeah, OKC mainly.
MLB?
But MLB is Royals,
Royals.
tried and true.
Yeah.
They still doing good?
They won today.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they lost Sunday.
They lost
I think.
yesterday.
They lost yesterday. Gave up a 3-run home
The
run.
fuck?
Top of the ninth.
Man.
But
Our closers are kind of hurting us a little bit. MLS, sporting fan?
yep,
Yeah. The kids like sporting?
they do.
Hey. Oh, you
Yeah.
guys go quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
When you can?
Well,
When you can.
when we can. I got lucky the other day. Friend of ours, friend of a friend. Now he's a friend, but
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I got extra ticket. Come on with me.
Was he an
Okay.
enemy
That's
before?
cool.
Huh?
Was he an enemy before?
No,
Oh.
no. It's just one of those like
question.
a good friend of mine. You know, it's his friend, and then it's like we start hanging out a little
And
bit.
now
It's
he's
like
my
now
good friend.
Now we're friends. But he's got a table at the in line behind the goal on the south side.
Oh wow.
All you can eat, all you can drink.
Oh
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Does he
I wouldn't
need
eat
more
them.
friends?
Yeah.
That's and that's the thing. I was like, but it was that cold night. Not really, but it was not good weather. And it was cold, and it was
Raining?
no, it wasn't raining that night,
Okay.
but it was cold. And it was like one of the guys that was there was like, "Hey," told the server, "Can you do Bailey's and hot chocolate?" And she's like, "Yeah, we can do that.
You know, I've never tried that.
It's not bad.
No?
I'm not a huge Bailey's fan, but
Right.
it's not bad."
Boxer? Yeah, boxing. You a boxing fan?
Occasionally, I don't follow it 100%, but I mean, I'm aware of it. Like in the morning, driving around in the morning, I listen to 810.
Yeah, okay.
The guys. I grew up with Jake, the producer there.
Oh, okay.
His younger brother and I are the same age.
Still keep in contact with him?
Occasionally, yeah,
Yeah.
reach out every so often. So his family was part Arts Mexican Products,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they sponsored our baseball team.
Nice.
So I think you can still go down to Arts Mexican Products, and on the wall is a picture of me playing at 3-2
Really?
of the team sponsored with Arts on the front. I even have an old T-shirt still, faded as hell on the back.
That sound like
But-
me this past weekend.
Yeah,
Faded as hell.
but yeah,
You get a haircut?
Yeah. I wish. I need a haircut. That's cool.
Real quick on your weekend, did you go to the stuff with La Estrella?
Yeah, let's stairs. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sunday he was wearing a T-shirt. He was
Oh,
representing,
There you
which
go.
is cool.
He shot you out?
He did. Oh, no, he didn't.
You were cool?
He was supposed to shot me, and he didn't. I think he
Yeah,
forgot.
He sat in that chair. I know. Where Greg's sitting, he said, "I'm gonna shut
haven't
you
heard
guys
that.
out."
I'll
Like
shut you
2
out.
or 3 times.
Damn it! I was waiting for the shout out, but he wore the T-shirt on Sunday,
Yeah, there you go.
which is cool.
Be
And I
on
wore
the-
Las
be on
Estrellas
all the
hat, so
pictures.
yeah, it was cool. Before we leave the boxing, who do you got, Tyson or Jake Paul?
I hope Tyson just.
Kicks his ass. Just puts a hurt into him.
I
I
mean,
hope he dies in the ring.
Yeah.
I hope he kills him.
Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
He dies.
You know what? Speaking of boxing, I got to give a shout out to my nephew, this guy's cousin, Isai. He fought over the weekend that he made his professional debut.
I saw that.
Fight, oh, you just said
Yeah.
fight at Harris, and he knocked this dude out. And the dude he knocked him out, but the dude stood up.
It was a
He
very.
He
didn't
was
fall.
wobbling pretty
He was
hard.
just wobbling. That was me like
Hey,
Saturday.
all props to Eastside.
Yeah.
but Eastside looked so out of breath.
He did.
He was.
He did. No, he did.
we-
Like, he didn't even go to his corner. He just stood there like,
We were
"I hope
talking
this is over."
We were talking about that the entire
What
time.
did you say?
Oh, he was like, dude,
man.
I was so tired.
Yeah.
He looked
Because
tired.
we
What
ended
round was it?
It's second
Second
round,
round.
like a minute
Oh,
something. and
dude,
2 minutes.
I was yelling, finish him. Finish her.
It sounded like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it was like Mortal Kombat.
And we're laughing because, and he said the same, and I told him, and he goes, "That's exactly what happened." Because what I said was, as soon as you got that clean hit, you looked relieved. He's like, "Oh, we're finally done." He's like, "I was
Did.
so."
Wow. Did you see the video?
Yeah. He hit him.
Maybe he just backs up, kind of.
He dropped his arms because he's like,
No, yeah, his arms are dangling. They're not. He's just out of breath.
I'm proud of my nephew, though.
Good shit. 100%.
That guy went so cartoony because he got hit and he started like stumbling.
I was like,
where are the memes at? I know there's got to be somebody's got to make some memes on that. That's a
well,
good.
what do you think? Like, so it highlights and stuff. I catch up on social media and stuff. But Canelo,
Yeah,
right? He got him good, and then like he looked like he grabbed him.
He did.
Canelo did. Like,
He held
kept them up.
yeah.
Kept them up and told
Like,
them.
I'm not gonna ruin this young Mexican fighter's career by
Yeah.
knocking him out like this.
Did you see that video
no, actually, I haven't.
where
I'll send it to
he
you.
just kind of puts it to him and the kid's getting ready to fall and
Yeah.
Canelo freaking grabs him,
And then
wraps
grabs
him
his arm.
up.
He falls into Canelo, and
Yeah,
then,
he
but he like Canelo
wraps
grabbed
him.
his arm and like
Twisted.
propped him up.
And
It
said
was
something to.
it
he
was
said,
awkward. It's like,
Stay up, cabron. We're gonna finish this fight. You know,
Something
and
like that.
yeah, but that was cool of Canelo to do. And then
What-
Canelo ended up putting him on his ass.
What's your opinion on it, though? You're fine with that?
Yeah, huh?
You're fine with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just the Mexican tradition. I think he just wanted
It makes
to keep
them
him
look
up.
better.
Makes Canelo look like
a hero in
like
a way.
hero. Yeah.
An anti-hero.
Hey, stand up, hey, cabron. I'm gonna put your ass on the mat here in a little bit, so you need to stay on
If
your
anything,
feet.
that's more humiliating because it's like you think he's going down, he catches him, stands it back up just to do it again. I mean, you can.
Okay, I don't think he went that far, but no, that was but yeah, of course, Tyson. We're going for Tyson.
You're not done here. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Still keep asking my question on it. Like, how many fights does Jake Paul have to do before you actually consider him a boxer?
Well, I mean, this one is a
yeah, it just went legit.
it's a
I
legit
understand
fight.
it's a sanctioned fight, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, how many times does he have to get in a ring with cameras on him and fight somebody for you to say he's an actual boxer?
Well,
I said that from the very beginning. Whether he fought a basketball player, I just said,
that's where I draw the
if
line.
you're not wearing the gear, you're doing something.
What?
Well, I mean, like he's got to fight, the other boxers. If he's just fighting all these other people who are just drawing a crowd,
Older
because,
MMA guys.
yeah,
and-
like fight the people who are boxers.
Eventually, he'll get there. I think after this fight.
I think he's always gonna have a bad reputation just because he did it the untraditional route.
Yeah.
And that's why pretty much everybody hates him is because he didn't put in the time or the work that some of these other boxers have to go through to actually make it big. But I mean, he was already big already.
So you're telling me Isai is more of a boxer than Jake Paul because
No.
he did a sanctioned fight as a pro?
I didn't say that at all.
No.
I mean,
You're almost trying to start shit, Jose.
I'm saying this guy's been getting in the ring. He's been going rounds after rounds with
He's
people.
making money. I don't know how much Isai made on that
Maybe they're
fight.
not professional sanctioned fights just yet, and this will be his first one. But that guy's been getting hit in the face continuously.
It seems
he's
more-
a fighter.
It seems scripted a little bit. Some of the early
Some
ones.
of them, yeah. Some of the early ones, yeah, they do look scripted.
But then I'm gonna riff off
But
that.
then again, the NFL is too.
But then again, so is Canelo holding people up.
I know.
What are we talking about?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so then we can't be mad at one person's scripted fight and not Canelo holding somebody up.
Yeah, that wasn't scripted. Come on.
You said the
He
pride.
did- he
you said
did
the
it.
pride of Mexico, but
He did
we
it,
can't
okay.
let him do that.
Well,
but
yeah.
what the fuck about Jake Paul?
It's different.
He's not Mexican.
Yeah.
See,
He's got two.
Pride.
He's got two first names. This shit don't make
Nah.
sense.
Nah.
they both.
Anyway, let's get into the Little Apple, Greg. So you, diehard Purple, Ema, K-Stater. What years were you there?
Collectively, 2000, 2004.
2002. Okay.
Because I hung out there quite a bit when I wasn't attending.
So you were there before that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. How often do you revisit K-State?
We've gone up for games and stuff. We'll go. We went up this year for a baseball game.
Oh, you did? Who they play?
They played South Dakota State. It was in conference, but just random game that played. Baseball's weird, and not all the Big 12 teams have baseball teams.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. But K-State, KU,
Yeah.
Nebraska. No, wait, Nebraska's. What, are they in? No, they're
No,
not.
Big 10. Oklahoma State,
Left.
That's right.
Texas, Baylor, TCU.
Did Oklahoma have a baseball team?
Yeah.
They did have one.
That's
They're
where
gone too, right?
K-State's coach came from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Man, how much has it changed? What do you think?
So much.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
like
It is when you're rolling into town. There's a high V.
wasn't there when you were there?
No. So my older sister went there first,
Okay.
and when you rolled into town, it was a steel mill. That whole area where like that high V and everything is
Yeah.
on that main drag going into town,
Yeah.
steel mill.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
And so and that's what they say is Bill Snyder helped build it, is because he made football prevalent.
Mm.
And because football became prevalent, more people started showing up on the weekends. More money started coming in, more students. And so they talk about it quite a bit. If you have a good football or basketball team,
Yeah.
your attendance goes up. People want, not in terms of just at the stadiums, but students,
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna ask that,
applications
yeah.
and stuff.
When did he get there, though?
Snyder.
Yeah.
Snyder got there in '89.
That's the year I graduated.
I was
High
going
school,
to
not
have a
college.
real young person take and say, I don't know that anybody cared about K-State
Football back then.
football back then.
No,
I would argue
Pitt State.
Beasley did more. Michael Beasley.
he came on. So if you go back to when Snyder started, there was because what the stadium's dug down into the ground, right? So you walk level and then you go down.
Yeah.
And you had bleachers on the east side, west side, and the south. And then they had a small little building for the players. And then they walked down a grass hill to the field.
That's right. Yeah.
And when they started winning, slowly more money started funneling in. So Beasley
like, what
didn't come
year are you
on until
talking about?
97.
That's what I'm saying. What year are you talking about them starting winning?
90s, early 90s, 90, 91.
Because I'm talking about just eyes on K-State. Beasley went
Correct.
to NBA
Eyes,
in like
yes.
08. That's where I'm saying like Snyder might have been there, but I don't think D1 talent was looking at K-State.
Let's not
until-
forget, K-State had Rolando Blackman back in the day.
I
right?
don't even know who that is.
Yeah. No, he played ball. He played with the Knicks, actually.
Mitch Richmond, too.
Mitch Richmond. Oh, shit. Mitch Richmond. That was 80s, late 80s, because he played against Danny Manning.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
But
Smart.
but with that, though, Snyder didn't go for the high-level D1 recruits.
Yeah.
He went JUCOs, and no one was going JUCOs. And Kansas JUCOs were great.
Yeah.
And so he got tons of and that's where Bishop came in, Michael Bishop, and Blinn County Community College. But yeah, that's when he came on. And
Did he go pro? He did, right?
he did. He was back with the Patriots for a while,
That's
but he didn't.
Yeah.
His game would translate now that he played before to the NFL, but when he went pro, that wasn't.
It wasn't the style. Right.
He was pre Michael Vick before Michael
Yeah.
Vick really came on.
Move around.
Man, if you could do it all over again, would you? Not change.
Yes.
It wouldn't change anything, but I mean, just to go back to school, do it all over again.
Yeah, I'd probably switch. I went into a fraternity house and did not stay in that fraternity house, but all my friends are in a different house, and I probably would have tried to
Went over there and do
do
that.
that other one.
Yeah, Mod was Delta Sig.
Yeah.
What house? What were you in?
I started as a Fiji, came home, and then my best friend and a lot of my other really good friends are all ATOs,
Oh, okay.
which now that house is banned and not on campus anymore.
Not allowed.
Really?
Yeah,
Man.
but
Um,
it changes in generations.
were your kids, your boys, go to K-State?
They talk about it.
Do they?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So, like, people tell me you brainwash my kids. Is that what you're doing?
I don't brainwash them. I just say,
You're raising them right, Greg, is what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's what Eliana says
But-
about her being a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
She was raised right. Good. Yeah, that's my baby girl. Do you go often to the men's and women's sporting events, or do you just...
I I don't go to the women's. I don't have girls, so I wouldn't. Not that I
Greg.
wouldn't go. Not that I wouldn't go.
Greg.
Hold up. Not that I wouldn't go,
Yeah.
but it's just there's not a draw for my boys to go. But yeah, if I would go see a current game, if I could find parking,
Why don't you just get dropped off at
or ride the bike.
Penn Valley or wherever?
We're
it is.
trying to get Quinn Concrete Construction to repave that lot for him.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to help them out a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'd go watch a WNBA game if they came in town. You know,
Yeah.
I was lucky enough. I went up to one of my good buddies calls me or texts me, and my best friend was like, "Hey, I got tickets to the game tonight. You want to go?" And this is a Tuesday. K-State played Baylor this past year in basketball.
Men's or women?
Men's.
Okay.
And Baylor just ranked at the time. So I'm like, my other buddy's like, "I'll drive." I'm like, "I'm in." I was like, I just didn't want to drive up there.
Hell yeah.
So we head up there. We get there, you know, a few minutes before game time, and meet up with our buddies. And then so they're in a different fraternity house, and their fraternity brother is now an associate athletic director at K-State.
Nice.
He was at Texas. You know, he went through K-State and got jobs and was at Texas for a while. Then he came back home to K-State. And so he now really works with the NIL stuff.
Okay.
That's all kind of figured out a little bit. But so we were hanging out at halftime with him at the Shamrock Zone, which is the Shamrock trading at 95th and Metcalf. Mm-hmm. That's a big donor to K-State.
Oh, really? There's affiliation there?
Yeah.
I'm in there.
So they had this like little over the end zone club level area, but it also ties into their football or basketball Bramlage.
Okay.
And so they have this area you can go and you wristband and get beer and
go to either.
Well, you pay for it, but
yeah.
So we were out there halftime having beers, and he comes up and meets us up with us, and we're just catch up and seeing how things were. But I'm like, "Hey, how much NIL money do you have out there?" He's like, "Oh, right now about $500,000 for K-State basketball."
That's it.
That was it.
Right.
And KU has a $2 million. Well, what they say is a $2 million player last year. But he's like, "Yeah, it's going to change soon because we're pushing more because K-State has all their facilities basically done.
Yeah.
There's no building construction wise anymore, so it's all funding for players.
Okay.
So that's a big push by them. Yeah, it's changed quite a bit up there.
Let me ask you the important question.
Go ahead, Zay. I'm ready.
What's the fastest you've ever gotten to Manhattan?
Hour 20.
Damn. I was going to say an hour 30 is pushing it. Yeah.
Hour 20, really? Dang.
That was. I'll say that's from Manhattan back here
Yeah.
because I had to work, and so I got up in the early morning and hightailed. So like, I was like
Look at it.
left at like 6 a.m. in Manhattan, and it was because I had to work at 8.
Yeah.
And was able to get home, shower, change, and get to work.
That's going really fast.
Yeah,
We'll take it, though. We'll take it.
it was right about that.
Yeah.
Pretty darn close.
Oof.
Damn. There's a story that I won't say this on the air, but I was with some friends in St. Louis, and we came back home really quick. I'll tell you about that.
What's the time?
later. Huh?
I know somebody that
I
had.
don't know, but it was really, really quick because it was just a blur for me all the way. Anyway, what are you going to say?
We know somebody
Yeah.
that had a motorcycle and made it from Lawrence to State Line
Okay.
in about 20 minutes.
Nice.
I mean, just
booking it.
yeah.
Man. That's cool. Yeah, before we get before we get into that, talking about the Little Apple, I have a little bit of history. That's history trivia at the same time. And let's see. I'm gonna see your history, your knowledge, real
Okay.
quick. In 1922, what was the mascot's name?
Was it Aggie?
No. All right, let me give you that. Oh, but can't give you a buzzer. I mean, I'll give you both if you get it right. No, it was actually touchdown.
Okay.
That's crazy. I don't know. These could go. What was the only piece of music to survive a fire?
Wabash Cannonball.
Ah, man. Yeah, that was easy. Memorial Stadium was built to honor these who fought in
Memorial
which
One.
war? Hey, we got 2, right? 2 out of 3. What is the university's official colors?
Purple and white, but it's a different color. Like, it's not purple. It's shoot, I don't know.
No, I mean, you're right, purple.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. You said white or gray?
I said white, so it's probably gray.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. What was the university's original name?
Kansas Agriculture.
Give yourself a bell. That's pretty good, Greg. Man, you're on the roll. Before the university's teams were known as the Wildcats, what was their nickname?
That I don't know.
No, you said it earlier.
Oh, Aggies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give yourself a bell. You're doing all right, Gregorio. Which of the following political leaders did not speak at the university? JFK, Martin Luther King, or Susan B. Anthony?
I know MLK did. Because there was a speech before he was assassinated.
So you got JFK and Susan B. Anthony.
I don't think it was JFK.
You don't think he spoke there?
I don't think he did, but
Okay, he did. Before the university's mascot is a Wildcat, a dog named Bosco made frequent appearances at sporting events. What kind of dog was Bosco?
Labrador?
Yeah. What color? Extra
Black.
Yes. Damn. What invention in 1941 Grad Herbert Diamond famous for?
That I don't know.
The snooze alarm.
Oh,
Yeah.
use that on the weekends.
I'll let you have that one. Yeah, you did pretty good. 3, 4, 5. Oh, you went 50-50. You good. Oh, 6. You passed. You passed my class. Congratulations. Speaking of class, I'd like to congratulate my goddaughter Olivia Sanchez. She graduated yesterday from Bishop Ward High School.
Really?
Yeah, very proud of her.
awesome.
Yeah, she did good. That was cool. Anyway, let's talk about Buc-ees. Remember we had talked about that a little bit. Yeah. You a big fan?
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Well, which Buc-ees? How many? Or have you hit?
I've hit a few different ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember which ones they were?
So there's one in Denton, Texas, which is off I-35.
Really?
And then, so you pass North Texas University,
Okay.
keep going south a little bit, and then it's on the west side of 35. The one in, Alabama, we went spring break trip a few years ago with neighbors and drove down there to Orange Beach, Alabama, and drove back and came through, and there's a Buc-ees down there. There's a couple others in Texas that I've been to.
Okay.
Because I've been
So
driven around like from Houston to San Antonio, Austin, and there's some along.
So is a Buc-ee? Is it? Would you say it's something that if you know you're in the area, you're gonna try to hit it?
Yes.
Yeah. Jose, are you familiar with the Buc-ees?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to one? Have you really? I haven't. And I know we've passed them. here and
Yeah.
there.
But like, what is it? The food? Is it the options? What's the Buc-ees draw?
I think
I've just grabbed like snacks out of a Buc-ees.
Yeah, I think it's there's a couple factors. One, me traveling, it's the cleanest bathrooms you will find in a restaurant in any
And that's
Greg.
Any gas station.
But it's facts.
gas station.
Greg, Quick Trip is kind of
No,
the cream of the crop.
I will say no, because last week I was literally in Texas, and there's Quick Trips I go to right around Dallas.
Yeah.
When you get outside of the major city, that's when you hit the Buc-ees, because it's major on the freeway, right? It's outside of normal. Quick Trips are clean, but Buc-ee's are cleaner.
That's a tough one.
It's
for me,
no,
go
but
ahead.
you know
Go
what?
ahead.
It's
Almost
it's
every time I've been to a Buc-ee's,
since-
there is a Buc-ee's employee going through and cleaning the bathroom.
Quick Trip's got
Consistent.
their schedule of cleaning right there on the wall.
Yeah, I've been to some dirty Quick Trips.
All right.
So.
I've never experienced the bathroom, so I can't argue that one.
according to Cintas, a corporate supplier to their service industry, made it official naming the Buc-ee's locations somewhere in San Antonio, the nationwide restroom clean contest winner, and and that was back like '82.
Yeah.
You know, it's been years, and ever since they keep them clean.
Oh yeah. It's. I mean,
And that's
there's
crazy.
so many employees in there, and there's one that's dedicated. There's two, men's and women's, I'm sure.
So
Yeah.
you're only going there for the bathrooms.
No.
Okay,
But
then hit me
that's-
with these
But
other
if you want
factors.
to take
That's-
a clean
that's-
shit,
that's-
then
I
we
mean-
just
other
thought-
factors, because if you say food, then I'm gonna argue Quick Trip again. I need to hear it.
There are different food products that Buc-ee's offers in Quick Trip.
yeah.
Like what?
They have multiple options on breakfast burritos. They have multiple options on barbecue, and their barbecue is actually not bad.
Decent?
Not bad. I mean, obviously we're big Casey barbecue people here, but
Yeah.
but it's not bad. It's not.
Do you ever do the custom food at Quick Trip?
I have.
'Cause you could throw whatever in those burritos. You could throw whatever on those croissants.
You
On
can.
the grilled
And
cheeses.
you have to
Oh.
do, and that's the thing is you have to do the custom order at Quick Trip to get the best food. You can't just go and get
It already made sitting there.
sitting there.
I get there already made too.
Yeah.
I've never eaten at Buc-ee's. Again,
Yeah,
I
so-
can't hate. But
I'm not. Oh, I'm not. And that's
I
the
got a
thing
high
is like
bar.
it is. I'm not saying it's the best food ever, but it's up there, as far as definitely in gas station environment because it.
But the buffalo chicken things on the roller.
See,
You like those?
Oh, throw some nacho cheese on those. I'm telling you,
that's
it's a game
interesting.
changer. Oh,
They're taquitos. They're
I'll
What
do
is the
at
pepper
Quick
jack?
Trip. I'll do. I haven't in a while, but I'll do the jalapeno sausage.
yeah.
oh yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while.
I'm telling you, the rollers on top of their made food. Oh,
Um,
guys, come
Buc-ee's
on.
got. I'll say
That's
this:
drunk food.
homemade cinnamon
right?
rolls. The giant,
Oh, yeah.
right?
They're known for their muffins, giant muffins, and their homemade cinnamon
They got
rolls.
homemade fudge that
Yeah.
they'll make there,
beef
which
jerkies.
uh,
I
wall
think-
bigger than this.
Yeah.
Put both walls together side by side.
Marcos says that's. He said that he wanted to be here for this segment too. Danny, his buddy Danny, they go to Buc-ee's, and that's what he has to get. He says every Buc-ee's, he said, beef jerky. Got to
Yeah.
get the beef jerky out of there.
Yeah, it's good. They got like what they call beaver nuggets, which is just basically like puffs, like Cheetos
Like a cheese puffs?
cheese
Like a-
puffs type. They got a different style for hot and spicy.
Really?
They have like for all your normal food that you would get at any convenience store.
Yeah.
They have their Buc-ee's brand as well.
That's interesting. We the one in Springfield, definitely going to try to hit that one, especially now. You never even tried to hit that one while you were in, so it just wasn't a thing.
Casey's
So Ileana,
is
so
the
I'm saying this
big one
because
down there.
Ileana will be
not
attending
Casey's.
Pitt State,
Yep.
and so you go down Pitt State, or what is it? Maybe an hour and a half away. Because still got to go down to Joplin,
Maybe 2
right? Don't you go to Joplin and then go straight east,
for spring.
or straight from?
Where are you talking about? Springfield or Pittsburgh?
No, Springfield. I'm talking about in Springfield.
You
Springfield,
mixing
yeah.
both up.
Springfield, you have to go east of Joplin.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. In Joplin, you got to go east to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Okay.
East and a little north.
Yeah. So anyway, the route's like an L.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I said, I think there's going to be a time when I go down the pit.
Really?
No?
No. I used to go down Springfield every week.
And you wouldn't hit the Buc-ees.
It's
It's
I mean,
not-
Buc-ee's just
Oh,
outside
it's
of
not
Spring-
necessarily an L.
It's not an
okay.
L, it's a-
All
it's
right. Well, shit.
a
Okay,
very
my angles are off.
A very slight Z
Oh,
right
okay.
there, but yeah, no.
All right. Thank you for correcting me.
But if you're hitting Springfield,
Definitely got to try it. Yeah.
well, also I got to plug my brother-in-law's roommate from college shop, Horman's Meats.
I went to high school there. J.C. Harmon?
No, Horman's.
Okay, sorry.
my other brother-in-law went to Horman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Well, it must be well educated like me. Yeah, I have to take a drink on that one.
No. So he brought up stuff. This is when he first started dating my sister. They have their own butcher shop and
Okay.
everything. So he makes his own bratwurst.
Ooh. Nice.
Jalapeno cheddar brats, pepper jack bacon brats. He puts any like beer and onion. He has that combination of actual ingredients in the brat,
Yeah.
and they're awesome.
Really?
Mhm.
Sure. Heck yeah. Shout him out, man. That's cool.
Are you going to Springfield soon? Is that why you're saying that?
Yeah, actually, we'll be going. I think it's in June. Yeah, for orientation or whatever it is for Eliana.
You keep mixing Springfield or Pittsburgh.
No, Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. And then from Pittsburgh, gonna go to Springfield.
Yeah, take a cooler, empty. Make sure you hit up
Fill it up with.
Foreman Meats brats.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have to look. I definitely.
I'm telling you, the best Thai food I've ever had anywhere is in Springfield.
Really?
So fucking good. Oh,
Why? Why is that though? Why?
'cause these
Hey,
people
you've tried
just-
it. You've
these
tried
people
it in
just
other
do it right.
places.
Yeah.
You've tried it in other places, and you're like, no, it doesn't
These
compare.
people just do it right.
Man, Thai food. Cool. I need to try that myself. So there's 47 stores, 34 of them in Texas. We're talking Buc-ees.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got located. We got Alabama, Colorado, Florida. Georgia, Kentucky, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and then Missouri.
They just announced Casey's gonna get one too.
Yeah, and I saw where like they want to put it. I think that's a good spot. It's kind of like
Speedway?
right between 435 and I-70.
Yeah.
Kind of that little spot right there. I think that's gonna be a good spot. And then this morning, which is pretty crazy, they're talking Peculiar, Missouri.
Really?
They want one. I heard that this morning. I was like, man, I need to bring that up. Yeah, Peculiar. Yeah, they want one there, and they're supposed to be setting up meetings and whatnot. So what's the high school there? There's a high school.
Peculiar.
Is it just?
Probably peculiar.
Yeah, but I thought there was something else to it. But they said they were. It was going to be by near there or something. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So as of May 4th. They announced that one near the speedway, right next to the speedway, next to the camping ground. It's right there's an Avon Orangery. I don't know what that is. I just saw it. It's going to be sitting right next to that. But yeah, the lot's open, and I think it'll be cool. I think it's going to be cool. So the top 10 foods you need to try if you pass by a Buc-ee's. The number 10 was meat and cheese. No, I'm sorry. Number 10 is beaver nuggets. 9 was a barbecue sandwich. 8 was a fudge. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Kolaches?
Kolaches.
What?
Kolaches.
What is that?
It's basically you can make different kinds, but it's basically sausage in a bread.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, roll.
Almost looks like a donut hole, but it's got like they'll put
Like pigs in a blanket.
Yeah, basically.
a
No.
donut hole though.
Yeah.
But it's a donut hole.
There's a place, the Kolache Factory,
They've had them at work before.
by
George has brought
Johnny's
some in.
Tavern on
really?
Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Okay.
It looks, the logo is like a little chef, but they'll put like sausage and egg. They'll
Yeah.
put meat and potatoes. They'll put a bunch of stuff in like almost a
I am
big
so
donut
fucking
hole.
hungry right now. So we're talking about. Number 6 is private label candies. I don't know, whatever that means. 5 is beef jerky. 4 is Buc-ee's private label chips. I guess they make their own chips, or they just label them. Doritos.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's Doritos.
You're telling me the jerky is only 5 out of the 10,
Yeah, and it's
and they got a whole wall dedicated to it? That's kind of underwhelming to me, man.
yeah. Pastries, oversized muffins, and cinnamon rolls. Their coffee, I hear, is pretty good.
Haven't been there for their coffee.
Yeah, and number 1 is their meat and cheese.
It's you walk in and it's half Walmart, half Bass Pro, half why am I blanking on the country restaurant?
There,
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. Yeah. I mean, it's got all that, and then you have like the conventional gas station stuff.
yeah.
So
Huh. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. There's like 100 pumps at every single Buc-ee's or what?
pretty darn close.
That's fair. Diesel
I
fuel
got a
too?
high bar. I'm down to try it, but you got to
You know what,
sweep me
well,
off my
well,
feet.
You can go with us when we take Ileana. You bring the wife. Let's go. for a
You
trip.
said it's going to the stadium.
Huh?
You said there's one going by the stadiums, right?
Oh, so we're going to wait.
That was finally.
Yeah. Okay, we'll
It'll
wait.
be the weekend you play golf up north.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait on that one. All right, anyway. Speaking of Buc-ees, how well do you, Chris, you too as well, how well, when you guys hear initials, right, can you automatically picture whatever initials you hear? Like, for example, I'll give, for example, so we'll start off with the 3-letter initials. So, LBJ. Who was the first person that comes up in your head?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah. And who's the other one?
LeBron James.
Yeah.
No one immediately came to mind.
No way? What about, of course, MLK?
Martin Luther King,
Yeah. JFK.
JFK.
What's his real name?
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy.
Chris. ODB
Older bastard.
Mm-hmm.
from OBJ. It's Odell
Odell
Beckham.
Beckham Jr.
FDR.
Franklin Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah. Franklin. No. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Delano? I thought it was Delaware.
Yeah.
I'm off.
And RFK.
Robert F. Kennedy.
What's the F stand for?
Fitzgerald?
Fuck him.
Oh. Francis. Robert Francis. So those pretty simple. How about, of course, when you hear MJ, who do you think of?
Michael Jackson.
One. And the greatest of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Right, Zay?
That's a weird way to pronounce LeBron James. But okay.
We just said LeBron James earlier.
Okay.
He thinks LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. What do you think? We can go down a rabbit hole, but
We could
won't.
get easily
Wait, when
get
you
down
said
that hole.
LeBron James, did you say LBJ?
He did.
Yeah.
Lay is a separate part of his name.
Yep.
I mean, not quite, but
LeBron.
yes.
I mean, that's what he goes by, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
it's a-
nickname for him. Yeah.
I know,
Not
but
true initials, but
LeBron James.
he's French.
See.
he is what?
No. LeBron.
LeBron. How about...
Tell us.
Yeah.
No, get it
I mean,
out there.
I mean,
Get it out there.
when you say MJ's not the greatest, okay. There is, it was random. I saw it on social media the other day. It was like 6-0 in finals, no losses,
All right.
right? Never went to a game 7, right?
Right. So he's all
So-
LeBron James.
I mean, I get stats.
Well,
It's a different game.
let me ask you this.
Because people are going to talk about Mahomes as well, right?
No,
No,
we're
no,
not talking about Mahomes.
no, but it's a different game because if they're going to throw stats out there,
Yep.
you know, when you talk about certain, like Dan Marino was a phenomenal quarterback, right?
Yeah.
He got to a Super Bowl and then never came back.
His rookie year.
But you're not going to say he was not good,
Right.
right? So, but it's a different game. You don't
Totally.
have the NBA is a different game than it was when Jordan played.
Sure.
There's Jordan rules. Right now, Tom Brady is the greatest winning quarterback if you go by championships, right?
What other metric are you going to go by here?
Okay, if we're
He
going
did
to go
lose
by
3.
that, then it's Jordan.
No.
6-0 in championships.
No. Because my counterpoint here is what did he do after 90, was it 96, 97? Give me some of those stats. Give me some of the stats of when he went to the Wizards and was completely average, if not below average. And that's the Michael Jordan that when you're saying the greatest of all time, I'm saying that can't be present. Because if we're talking about a LeBron James, he came into the league at 18 years old And I think it was either his first or second year that he had his team in the finals competing, and he's done that continuously on a 20-year stretch since then. Yes, he's won some, and yes, he's lost some finals, which Jordan did not do, but he's been in the competition, he's been in the conversation, and he's been leading the league in those MVP conversations, in the all-star teams and everything, in that entire 20-year stretch. What I sent them was there's this tweet that has Jordan's stats before Pippen and LeBron's stats before Miami. And let me tell you, the 50 and 60 win seasons, the MVPs, the playoff series wins, the finals appearance alone, how you going to sit here and tell me that it's not a conversation? Jordan was amazing. He might be the best playoff person ever.
Okay, we'll end it there.
But he is not the greatest of all time.
What do you think, Greg?
Go buy me a Wizards jersey and then tell me he's the greatest of all time.
I will say this. It's an argument. I'm not going to, right? It's a good argument to have. But I will say,
damn, I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's spitting facts over there.
Yes, he is. That's something he put.
What if Jordan didn't play baseball?
What if he didn't retire from the sport of basketball to go play
If he didn't play baseball, we wouldn't have gotten Space Jam.
Okay, but I would counter that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would counter that then with, why didn't he retire after his 6th ring? Why did he stick around and have mediocre seasons for what?
He had to keep basketball alive.
He was still trying to get his kids to play
alive at the Wizards.
He was still trying to get his kids to play with him.
Yeah.
That's not how this is.
I know.
Speaking of kids, what's the kid who's playing right now for Minnesota?
Anthony Edwards.
Who?
Ant
what?
Anthony Edwards. But nickname is Ant.
What's his last name?
Edwards.
Yes. Now they're saying that he's Michael's kid. First it was Jeremy Butler years ago. Now they're saying that this kid is Jordan. I mean, if you look at them, they're rookie. Like Jordan's rookie year, the way he looks compared to this guy, damn, they're identical.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's how I spin off of that after Jose's facts there. All right. Good point, Zay. Good point. I'll give you that. Let's get back to some. How about some famous letters? Famous people with the same letters. Guys, for like, for example, a lot of these are old. Okay, SS.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's pretty good. MM.
Marilyn Monroe.
And
Marshall Mathers.
Oh shit, that's a good one. Can you think of any, Chris?
No.
Michael Myers.
Yeah,
that works.
Both of them.
Yeah.
The Murderer
Really?
and Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about CC?
Christopher Columbus. That's all I got.
I thought that was with the K.
No. Who spells Christopher or Columbus with the K?
Good point, Chris. Good point. He was on the weekend update of Saturday Night Live back in the day. This is probably way before your time. I know.
I was gonna say Chris Christopherson, spells with K.
Oh, that's true. Chris Christopherson. Chevy Chase.
Oh yeah.
All right. I was gonna. What was a National Lampoon's? Oh, Vacation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
Spies Like Us.
Yeah, classic. BW. Instead of the same letters, we're going to switch them up. BW.
Betty White.
Yep. Betty White.
Bobby Witt.
Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. He's not on here. He's not popular. It's popular. Barry White. Bruce Willis. Mm-hmm. How about JB?
Biebs.
Who?
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he's not even on here. Good point. Yeah. James Brown. Mm-hmm. Both of them. Right? Familiar with the sports analyst, James Brown?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he does NFL. And, of course, the singer. How about OW? Chris? OW. Cars?
Owen Wilson.
Ching, ching. Oprah Winfrey.
Mm.
Popular. BR. Longest Yard.
Burt Reynolds.
Famous painter. You can come and sit down if you like. Come on in. You don't have to talk. Just come on in. What did I say? BR?
Yeah. I don't even know who that.
The famous painter, Bob Ross.
Oh.
Oh. Bob Rossi.
Yeah. Britney Spears. Wait.
What?
No, I'm sorry. I just jumped. Bella Ramsey. Who is that?
No idea.
I don't either. How about some BS?
Britney Spears.
One. She's a bunch of BS.
Bob Saget.
Mm.
Bob Saget. The
Bill
Boss.
Bruce Springsteen. Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons.
He was an ESPN guy.
Canned.
He's a New England guy. He's a huge bossing fan.
All right. Ben Stiller. JD.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that was the first one that popped in my head.
John Denver.
Yes. And somebody old. Actor back in the day. James Dean. Remember James Dean?
Sure.
Jail. Hunger Games.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yep. J-Lo, yeah, Jennifer Lopez. Famous Beatle.
John Lennon.
And the Joker.
Buc-ee. No.
Jail.
The Joker.
He was a Joker. Right?
Yes, he was a Joker, but no one likes Jared Leto's portrayal.
Oh God.
Okay, good. Oh, here's a simple one. KJ. Okay, I thought it was going to be simple. Mall Cop.
Oh, Kevin James.
The little guy in he's Asian.
Kim Jong.
Yeah. How about any genders?
Yeah.
No thanks.
No. Kendall.
Nope.
Not even.
I wish I could block all them on social medias.
TH.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hiddleston. Tom Holland.
They're all Toms. Hiddleston.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Those are my four right there. And they're all Marvel.
Tom Hanks is
Tom
in
Hanks is
Marvel.
Marvel.
He's not. He was
No.
Batman. Oh, wait. No, that's
No.
not. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, I'm
That's
thinking
Michael
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton. That's right. All right. How about famous people with our initials? So any GFs that you know? Famous Eagle
Famous
in the band.
Eagle? Oh no.
Glenn Fry. Former president. Nobody. Gerald Ford. Glenn Ford. Now these are.
He's one of those forgettable presidents.
Ah, yeah.
One term and then
MG. Any, do you guys know any MGs? Yeah. Marvin Gaye. Mel Gibson. Maurice Gibb. You know who Maurice Gibb is?
Mm-mm.
He's one of the Bee Gees. He was the one with the short hair.
didn't Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake portray the Bee Gees?
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
Those guys are funny. And how about JC? How many famous JCs you know?
If you're gonna sit here and try and say Jesus Christ is famous, then sure.
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Mellencamp?
Yeah, John Cougar. Well, we'll go with that. Another president. Jim Cotter.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson's here. How about comedians?
Jim Carrey.
How about a stuntman?
Evil Knievel.
Asian?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Johnny Cash. Did we say him?
No.
Any rappers?
Was his name actually Cash?
Yeah. Look it up. You can look up what Johnny Cash's real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. J. Cole,
Yeah.
right? I don't even know. Is he 90s, 80s? Where's
Right
he?
now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a rapper now?
Right now.
Do you like the rap right now? Right now is rap?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's another rabbit hole we go down, but we're not going. Jimmy Connors? Ring a bell?
Oh,
Tennis player, right? Remember him, Chris?
Nope.
All right.
Andre Agassi. Do you remember him?
He don't remember Agassi either. How
He's
about
got
famous?
New kicks coming out. They look pretty sweet.
His what?
Andre Agassi.
Oh, really?
They're releasing his kicks, the ones that had the orange on them.
Yeah. Dang. How about famous single names? Just a name.
Zendaya.
Does she have a last name?
No, she just goes by Zendaya.
Really?
Beyonce.
Yeah,
Beyonce's-
Beyonce's got her last name though.
Yeah, but no one calls her by her last name.
Who?
Cher.
Beyonce.
Cher's one.
Seal.
I hear a voice back there.
Chris is getting help.
Why does Beetlejuice count?
Who'd you say? Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
That's hyphenated. Doesn't count.
Yeah. Again, the JC. His last name wasn't Christ.
Nazareth.
No, it's just Jesus. He didn't have a last name. Rose, did Jesus have a last name?
Christ.
She said Christ. Moses.
Okay, I don't think.
Okay, those are the only two I'm going. How about
famous
Elvis?
people.
Elvis went by Elvis. I mean, yeah, he
I
was
said Elvis.
Presley.
Did you?
Though.
Yeah, he was Presley, but everybody knew him more just Elvis. There was only like one Elvis, and that was him. Yes. Marilyn. We said Marilyn Monroe earlier, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Gandhi. I didn't even know his first name.
Mother Teresa, but you know,
Just
name's
Teresa. Well, I mean, you call her Teresa, but nobody would know her as
Teresa.
Teresa. It's just Mother Teresa. Yeah. Mao. Who's that? M-A-O, Mao. Is that somebody famous? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a picture of him that you'd recommend or recognize.
And then the last one, did we say Madonna?
No,
Madonna.
not bad.
All right, you guys get an A in my book. So, all right, Gregorio. Before we end our show, I need to ask. I'm not going to ask, but let's see if we can guess. Chris, you should be. I know you'll be a big part of this. The top 10 breakfast foods. What'd you say? What are the top 10 breakfast foods?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Bacon.
Pancakes fall at number 4.
Where's bacon fall?
Bacon is number 5.
Where'd you pull this list from?
This is from via USA Today.
Okay.
The USA Today top.
I'll
Top
take
10.
a guess. Biscuits and gravy.
They did not make the list, Chris.
Sausage, eggs. Come on.
Okay.
Cereal.
Bring them to me.
Cereal.
Eggs.
Cereal.
Eggs is 1. Sausage?
Yeah.
Número 2.
Hash browns.
No, hash browns did not make the list, Chris.
Potatoes.
Although that's your favorite. Guys, if you guys ever want a good breakfast, my son Chris can knock it down. His eggs are pretty smooth.
Earlier, I was told that he is a ramen chef.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, what do you do to ramen?" I said, "I just heat up the water and I add the flavor."
That's Marcos. He's always saying stuff like that.
Yeah, did you guys say cereal?
I did.
Greg, that was at number 6.
Waffles.
No, waffles did not make the list. Sorry, Greg.
Bagel. Muffin.
No.
Toast.
Oh. Toast made it at number 3.
Pop Tarts.
Ooh.
Cream of wheat. Oatmeal.
Cream of wheat did not make the list.
Nobody eats cream of wheat anymore.
We eat it on Christmas.
That's such a weird thing.
Your mom clearly does.
Your mama?
But like, we grew up and you guys would make it, and then I would go into the world and nobody knows what it is.
We do. Switch
Dang,
from
again.
Damn, I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's spitting facts over there.
Yes, he is. Facts over there, boy. Shit.
breakfast pizza or cinnamon rolls and bacon.
At the same time?
No, we've.
Ah.
I grew up with breakfast pizza. We do.
Did you really?
Yeah, hash
Like,
browns.
you guys would make it?
Yeah,
Mom would make it.
Mom will make it. Then I started making it, and then my boys didn't eat it, so then we switched up to what they'd eat: cinnamon rolls and bacon.
Cinnamon rolls and bacon. Get the salt and the sweetness.
Do we say
I've never done that.
toast?
Toast. Yeah. I think your mom said that. Fresh fruit.
She said fruit.
But is it fresh? Fresh. I'll give you that one, Rose. Oh shit! Number 8 is oatmeal. Who said oatmeal?
She's getting them all.
All right. So okay, we got the top 8. So we're missing 9 and 10.
French toast.
Nope.
Coffee.
Nope.
Protein bar. Hey, I'm trying to think of weird stuff.
I know.
Yogurt.
For just no, not even yogurt. Home fries.
I said potatoes.
What's
That's
the-
home fries.
Is it?
It's the same thing. It's basically. you
I've
have-
never heard of it as home fries, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
All right, Gregorio, I'll give you that one. I'll give you
in the South.
I'll give you a in the South.
Yeah. Nashville breakfast place. Do you want home fries? What are home fries?
Okay.
Potatoes. Okay.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Did someone say donuts?
Nope.
No. Is that the last one?
That's number 10.
I
Donuts.
can see that.
Really? As a
Yeah.
breakfast?
It's what most people get.
I thought it was more of like a dessert.
Donut holes. No, like, yeah, they've restocked donuts every morning at a
Yeah.
high quality Quick Trip nearby.
Are the restrooms clean though?
Yeah. In my neighborhood.
Rose, are the Quick Trip restrooms clean?
I usually are.
Okay. Damn, Jose spitting facts over
But yeah, you get like
Okay, we're gonna go to
cup
a
of donut
Buc-ee's, though.
holes and stuff like that.
donut holes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not much.
I'll
of
try
a-
Buc-ee's. I'm not opposed to it. But if you're telling me they got a whole wall,
Well, they just put a new one in Springfield. I mean,
a whole
in
wall
Pittsburgh.
of beef jerky, and it's only the 5th best thing that you can buy from
Imagine that's how good Buc-ee's is.
I would say that's a lot of wall space
Wall
that you're
space.
dedicating to the.
Well,
5th
maybe the one that
best.
Greg went to. Maybe that's.
But no,
Maybe
you
that.
said candy and other, like they have like their own fruit candies and like their gummy bears and stuff like that. They got a whole thing of that.
Oh man, speaking of gummy bears, have you ever had the what is it? The Nerd Cluster.
My wife has.
Holy
My boys
shit.
like 'em.
Man, I think I ate a bag in like 20 minutes. One of the big
This
ones.
past weekend
No, I should have.
when you were faded.
Oof, faded and yeah.
You know what they say? You can only catch diabetes once.
True that.
Live it up.
I know. Live it up, not give it a fuck. All right. Gregorio, thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you.
I hope you. I hope this was enjoyable for you.
It was.
Thanks. Yep. But yep, we have come to the end of our show, and yeah, again, this is episode number 96. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen out there, that everybody that I hope everybody's watched all 96 episodes. If not, you can always go backward, find us, and yeah, like, subscribe, share, please, whatever you can do to help the Big Modcast.
As we prep
Totally
for
appreciate it.
episode 100 coming up in just about a month.
4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out for that, man.
We'll have a party or something.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'd like to do a live event.
Yeah, the live event will just be a family party. We'll have our pool open by then.
Oh, do we do it outside?
Ooh.
How do you know we'll have our pool open? The way the weather's going.
We'll do a live debate. Tell me all your stupid takes, and I'll tell you how you're wrong.
All right, we're gonna end it on that one, on that note right there. But all right, thanks. All right, fellas, I think we're good. We're good, nephew. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Chris, are we good?
Yes.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until episode 97. Adios.